Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be going over one of my favorite ships in Star Citizen, the RSI Polaris. We're going to talk a little bit about its features, what I see some of its gameplay is going to be. We'll take a look in the holo viewer on the RSI website, and we'll just go over the ship and talk about it a little bit. So I did a video of this a little while ago, and so this is the follow-up. This is one of my favorite ships, even though it hasn't been released yet. I think it's going to be a great starter capital ship. It is a nimble Corvette class capital ship. They decided to, or they concepted this after the Idris got too big for what it was originally going to be. It was going to be a Corvette, and now they classify it as a frigate. One of the features I like about it is it's got this top hanger. That's going to be useful for carrying around a fighter or a support ship. It's got an automatic turret in the front, under the bridge. You got anti-fighter missile racks, one there and one there, and then you've got a whole bunch of turrets all over the place. You got one there, one there, one here, one there, one there, and one over here. And so those are going to be nice for fending off fighters or shooting down incoming torpedoes. But the main offensive capabilities of the Polaris are going to be its size 10 torpedoes. It's supposed to have 4 different pylons with 7 size 10 torpedoes each for a total of 28 missiles, and you can fire in volleys of 4 simultaneously is what they've told us. And then it's supposed to have a med bay, which is one of the most important features, I think, that's one of the most important features that you're going to need with the capital ship. And then another feature I'm really excited for as far as capital ships goes, this one has landing gear, 1 in the front, 2 in the rear, and that means that it can land planet side, and some of the bigger capital ships cannot, and that's going to be a huge detractor for me. So I'm glad that this one has the capability, and you got some cargo. I believe right now it's listed at 216 SCU of cargo. And then you've got your 2 main thrusters and your 4 auxiliary thrusters, I think is what they at least were originally listed as. And so just going over some of the weapons, we'll switch over to that other clip, and then we'll be back in just a moment. As you can see, when I open up the Polaris on the Roberts Space Industries website, pull up the Polaris in the holo viewer, you can see when I turn on the weapons, you can see the thing is just loaded with different types of, like, you got turrets, you got, let's see if I can click on it, got a missile rack. Yep, that anti-fighter missile rack, and then you've got your torpedo tubes, more manned turrets, and then got your engines in the back, and then there's your, I think this one is the automated, remote automated, and so that's the weapons part. Now we're back in Blender. As you could see in that last clip, there are a lot of weapons. This thing is covered in them. And so I think it's going to have great defensive and offensive capabilities. Defensive against fighters, and offensive mainly for those size 10 torpedoes. You're going to want to use those against other capital ships. Because when you fire one of those, you're making an economic decision. Those things are not going to be cheap. That's one of the downsides of the ship, is it's gonna cost a lot to restock those missiles, those torpedoes. And then you got the bridge in the front, and I think that's going to be good for like viewing, I guess, without obstructions, as far as you've got complete open view all the way around in the forward direction. The Perseus, which we talked a little bit about last time, that one's going to be nice. You won't have downward visibility other than to see what's below you on your ship. That one's going to have a lot of sideways and upwards. I'm looking forward to that ship as well. But this is probably my favorite ship that I own. Picked one up at the IAE event that happened not too long ago, the 2950. So back to the hangar, you're going to have some flexibility there. Only, from what we've been told, only one fighter, although if you put an arrow in there, I'm sure you can fit a few more, like a Snubcraft, the Merlin, or the Archimedes, or the 85X. You're going to fit quite a bit more. I don't know when you store it and pull it again if it's going to agree with you so much, but I do think it's possible. And then like I said, this thing's going to be, I think it'll be close to, on par with, or not too far behind the Hammerhead as far as fighters. The Hammerhead, or fighter defense, the Hammerhead has got 24 size 4 guns, and each of the turrets it's got 6 turrets with 4 size 4s each. So these turrets have 2 size 4 each, so each turret is doing half the damage of a Hammerhead turret if they have the same guns. But you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so you got the same amount of turrets. But I think you've got a lot of potential with this ship. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. You've actually got 7 turrets on this one. I forgot the automated one. And so yeah, this is going to be a really solid ship. I can't wait for it to come out. And thanks for watching.